I'd like to welcome you to fraud examination. As you know, this is one of the electives in the MAC program. And also, if you're an MBA student, you're welcome to take this as one of your electives as well. And we're happy to have you. All that's required, by the way, is a basic familiarity with accounting. I would like to go over the syllabus with you, and most things I don't need to go over with you together. You can simply read them, but I will cover the highlights. This is an independent study class, so that means that you read and complete the material on your own, and the material is very understandable, I think. So certainly any questions you have along the way, just let me know and I'm happy to go over them with you. First, you have all my contact information there. Best way to get a hold of me is usually by email. We can also set up a Zoom meeting if you would like. And then office hours, well, we're not physically in our offices this semester to have visitors because it's been deemed that we're too small to have proper social distancing. So we need to touch base remotely whenever we do. That's no problem. Coming on down the syllabus, let me see what else I need to tell you. First of all, require materials, just the textbook, which you can buy very cheaply online, such as at bigwords.com or Amazon. I'm using the 5th edition, which is one edition past the current edition. And that means you save quite a bit of money. It's quite cheap and there are no really big changes from the 5th edition to the 6th edition anyway. Publishers do that, of course, so they can generate extra revenue. Then course materials. Some materials will be online. I will post them on Canvas. Also on Canvas is where you will post your write-ups to the assignments I will show you in a moment. Then moving on down with engaged learning, we have lots of engaged learning in this class. This class tends to be a very, very interesting. Fraud is always with us because greed is a basic element of human nature. So we have lots of material that we could study if we had time, but it's only a 2-hour class. So when you have a chance, just read through here. Again, there are lots and lots of current fraud cases, and you'll find them in many places online. By the way, I see that there's a headline in there that I can't get rid of. Okay, Trump is trailing among seniors in many states. All right. Well, then another way down at the bottom that I encourage you to become engaged is through the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners. They have an extremely interesting website, and have a look at when you have a chance. Let's see some things I'm supposed to have on here under Florida Southern Policy, such as use of technology incompletes academic dishonesty, read on your own, release of grades, religious observances, access for students with disabilities, again, just read on your own when you have a chance. Then coming on down to the timeline of assignments. By the way, each assignment is due by 11:59 p.m. on the date indicated, and that's Lakeland time. First thing I want you to do is this very, very quick and easy. First engagement with the course assignment on Canvas. So just write a few sentences, 3, 4, 5, describing what you would like to learn about fraud this semester. You can either write them directly as text on Canvas, you will see that on the assignment upload, or upload as a Word document. Just need for you to do this because this is a federal mandate from the Department of Education to make sure that you're actually engaged with the course. Otherwise, Florida Southern is required to drop you under federal compliance requirements. So please just do that when you have a chance. And again, as quickly as you can, please. Then the next assignment is to read Chapter 1 about the nature of fraud, and Chapter 2, Why People Commit Fraud. Both introductory chapters, and both are very interesting. In fact, all the chapters are in this class. I don't think you'll have any trouble understanding them. Again, if there's anything that you have questions on, just let me know. I don't go into the chapters and lecture on them as such. It just is not necessary. That would be overkill. Reading them will be fine. And then we apply our knowledge via some case analysis at the end of the chapters. So If you'll please upload a Word document with your answers to each case under the following the corresponding assignment in Canvas. So answer all these cases and just have one Word document for all that. So chapter 1, some short cases. Chapter 2, same thing. So upload those. Those will be worth 200 points. Then the next will be chapter 3 about fighting fraud. Very interesting chapter, how we can attempt to fight fraud and maybe prevent a little bit too, although we'll get into that more in chapter 4. So again, analyze the following cases, write them up in a single Word document, post to Canvas, one chapter, 100 points. Then chapter 4 about preventing fraud. So how an organization can prevent fraud. Of course, it's better to prevent fraud to start with than to have it happen and then try to fight it later. Excuse me. There are the cases for this chapter. Again, one chapter, 100 points. Then next will be chapter 5, recognizing the symptoms of fraud. Chapter 6, data-driven fraud detection, and analyze those. Upload again as a single Word document on Canvas. That will be worth 200 points, 2 chapters. Then chapter 7, investigating theft acts. So if somebody steals from the organization, what do we do? So there are 4 cases for you to analyze. Upload to Canvas, 100 points, 1 chapter. And the last chapter is chapter 11, financial statement fraud. So how management can manipulate the financial statements and make them look better. Always having the motivation to increase assets and revenues and decrease liabilities and expenses for obvious reasons. And then that's a chapter 11. So 3 cases out of chapter 11, 1 chapter, 100 points. Then at the very end of the course, 2 assignments due. One is preparation of an abstract of a research topic for 50 points. So a 10 or 50-word abstract of any fraud topic that you've enjoyed. If we covered it, that's fine. If we didn't, that's okay too. And if you're in the Mac program, that may be something you would like to do further research on. You might like to do that, in fact, in your capstone course, which is Accounting 6999. And I can also recommend some conferences for which you might get a presentation. That would look great. Then some fraud slides and a virtual presentation. So if you'll put together a few fraud slides, PowerPoint slides on a fraud that you found, a recent fraud about 3 years or under, and one that I've not covered. So please put together some slides and then present them. So use voice over document using any choice of software that you would like to record them. And what I'm using right now, in fact, is Zoom, and I will post this on YouTube. So however you would like to do it, and you'll be posting your slides on the corresponding assignment on Canvas, and you'll see that on the first slide, it should include your name, a link to your recorded presentation. So post that, and that'll be worth 150 points. So between the abstract and the slides, that'll be 200 points in total. And the total points available finally are 1,000 points. So you'll see just below that the grading scale, basic 10% intervals. So aim 90% to 100%, etc. So that takes care of syllabus, and please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.